thing is just so evil to its core.
Truly.
And it's so sad to think like that. To know it, you know what I mean?
Right. And it's like there was a time we were like so unaware of it. And I feel like this ties into like a lot of like what we're going to talk about today. It's like that we used to have the blessing of being unaware, and in 2020 that was rapidly ripped from us and we have never gotten it back.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like honestly, I feel like pre 9/11 was really where it's at. After that is kind of I would say it was 9/11, not 2020.
Honestly, if I could go back to September 10th, 2001 and like be like, "Hey, don't get on those planes."
Or just live that day every day. I think yeah.
But then we would have never had My Chemical Romance or Twilight.
I would have been okay without Twilight.
And honestly, Ellen DeGeneres would have never gotten fired because you've heard the whole like domino effect of 9/11, because like Gerard Way grew up in New Jersey, saw the towers go down, and was inspired to start My Chemical Romance that day. Stephanie Meyer was inspired by My Chemical Romance to write Twilight, which then inspired E.L. James to write 50 Shades of Grey, which was starring Dakota Johnson, and Dakota Johnson was promoting that on the Ellen show when Ellen said something to her sideways and then got canceled.
So we have 9/11 to blame for Twilight is what I'm hearing, and 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, thanks, Taliban. You really fucked us in more ways than one. You ready?
I was born ready.
Hey, Courtney.
Hi, Stefani.
Did you notice last week my "Hey, Courtney"? It was like, I guess, so high pitched that it cut itself out.
It cut out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just need to have a lower tone when I do it.
A little bass, a little tenor, a little baritone.
Yeah.
Or I guess an alto, since you're a lady.
Yes. How are you? Actually, before you answer that, I read your Substack.
Oh, you did?
So good. You were so... I don't even know what words to describe it, but we have to put a link to what you wrote in the show notes. It was just such a reflective piece about getting laid off that I was like, girl, you need to be a writer.
I'm trying.
I mean, like a published author, like kick ass.
Thank you.
It was so good. It was so good.
That means a lot. It took a lot for me to... I've been sitting on it for a couple months. It was unfinished because I was still very bitter, and I didn't want to publish from a place of bitterness. I was also very scared to publish it because being publicly unemployed can be a little bit of a kiss of death. And it's sure, I talk about it openly here, but it doesn't have the same necessarily lift as if I put it on LinkedIn or something, which I did not share it on LinkedIn. So really any hiring managers would really have to dig to, they obviously have access to it. I have my Substack linked to my portfolio and on my resume, but I figured it was time because I really felt the closure. And also yesterday into today is a new moon. So it's the ending of a cycle, starting of a new cycle. So I felt like it was a good time to just put that out there.
Get it out. Yeah, it was great. It was great.
So far, it's my most read piece.
Is it? And honestly, I think even if you decide to put it on LinkedIn and a recruiter does see it, I think there's so much reflection done with it that I don't think it could be harmful.
I think so too.
You're not bashing anyone. You're looking at your work and noticing your value, and I don't see it as a negative if a recruiter were to get it. at all.
For sure. I think so too. And I think it's a little long. And so I think most people wouldn't get to the meat of it per se.
Right.
I do really enjoy the polycom of it all because, had to start it off with a joke.
Yeah.
Because can't be too vulnerable. And it's funny because I had Hazel read it before I published, which Hazel says hi, by the way.
Hi, Hazel. Hope your doctor's appointment went well today.
It went great. There was a little bit of a shit because that's just how things go, but all in all, it went well. But she was like, "This is vulnerable," and I was like, I poured my heart out on the page, but then I have to remember that like my vulnerable and like other people's vulnerable is not the same. But for me, that was very vulnerable.
That was very vulnerable for you. I agree. It wasn't like break down into tears, opening up your heart. Like it wasn't that type of vulnerable. It was more of like a reflective vulnerability, and I think it was written great, and good job, friend.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So now, how are you?
I'm pretty good. I still haven't heard back from the phone screen that I had last week, so I'm like a little antsy about that. But I also have to keep in mind that like I literally the job hadn't even been posted a week when I talked to them last week. So I could imagine a world where the hiring manager wants to really like have everyone that they want to talk to before they start reaching back out. So if I don't hear anything tomorrow, I'll probably reach out on Monday because I think that like is more than acceptable amount of time to do so. But I feel good. I feel like something is coming. I've had some people from the past who saw my Substack reach out, so I've got some connects coming from that too. I don't know if those are going to lead to anything, but I just feel like the dark night of the soul is ending. So I feel good. I don't really have anything to complain about. I have a lot to say about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and Taylor Frankie Paul, which we will get there. But yeah, I'm vibing. I'm not neutral. Like I'm good. And I think it helps that it's brighter out longer and it's warmer out. Well, it was and then it wasn't and then it is again. Weather is bipolar. I would say in North Carolina, but like really like everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere on the East Coast, the weather has been wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandmother talks about it every single time I call her. She's like, this winter has just been so crazy. I'm like, how much longer are we going to talk about the weather? Like, you're in Florida. You're okay.
It's like going to be like the one place where it's like the same 365.
One day this year where there was frost on their cars in the morning, and you would have thought literal hell froze over.
Is the part of Florida that she in have the iguanas that fall from trees?
Yes. I've seen it before. So weird. It's so weird.
Because Tampa didn't have that, at least not where I lived in Tampa, so I've never seen it, but I'm like so fascinated by it.
Yeah, I forgot you lived in Tampa. Yeah, she's considered South Florida. Well, I still have a fiance. We just put a chair together.
And you still have a fiance.
Yeah, and I still have a fiance, yes. I wish you could see the picture that I posted in the notes app. I'll just text it to you. But I just need to reiterate that my good, close personal friend, Paige DeSorbo, knows what she's fucking talking about. Talk about women in STEM. She posted a TikTok a few weeks ago about putting Vicks so I've been sick the last 2 days, like congested, like down, out for the count. Like I'm not well. Better today. So that's the context. A few weeks ago, Paige posted a TikTok with toilet paper or tissues in her ears. And she said she was so congested. And the trick is to put Vicks on the tip of, like, roll it up in the tip of a tissue and stick it in your ears. Ooh. So yesterday afternoon, and what the picture is in the notes. I added it just in case you wanted to use it like lower thirds in one of the videos.
Oh, yes.
It's a picture of tissues. It's toilet paper in my ears and one up my nose because my left nostril was just dripping all day.
Yes, please text that to me. If not for anything else, but then for like a wedding slideshow.
Yeah. No, it's great. Also,
I'm gonna get a fat head of that, and then a fat head of Phil's allergic reaction.
I mean, honestly, let's do it. Let's BB8 merch. Done.
Yes, on t-shirts.
I mean, yes. So yeah, Paige DeSorbo, a genius, just like a genius. It worked. I felt like I was and then what really helped was the mucus D that I got last night. But
did you take Methafed?
I don't know. I went to CVS and I went where the cards are. You have to get a card and bring it to the pharmacy. And I picked out like 5 because I didn't know the difference of them. And I said, which one should I get? And she gave me options for 2. And I say, great. Which one out of these 2 should I get? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because there's like all these big words on it. And finally
it's the
she was
little
like,
red Sudafed pill.
Okay. I didn't get the Sudafed. I got the one next to that. That was the other option. The girl said that it had Sudafed and something else in it. So it was like double.
Okay.
So it was Sudafed and something else. I don't know. But it worked. I mean, I cleared up. I'm still a little stuffy, but it's fucking Phil was sick all weekend last weekend, and I was just, let me tell you,
he came back from the bachelor party with it
and then got sick, motherfucker. Let me tell you, last weekend I had such a good weekend, all while Phil was like on the I then a Sunday night I felt bad. I was like, Phil, I had such a great weekend and we did nothing together and I feel so guilty. He was like, yeah, you seem like you're upbeat. Like you had a great weekend. You got things done. I went and got my eyebrows done. I got a pedicure. Like, thank you. Like I just did so much and was so productive and was so happy. And then I felt bad because I was like, you just suffered on the couch for 3 days. What does that say? Anyway, then I spiraled. But all was good. Other than that, wedding is in... Gosh, we have to be in the 50s now, right?
I think so. Yeah, because we were like 61 last week.
Think so. How many days? 50? 50. Really?
Damn.
Technically 51, but today's 51. Tomorrow will be 50. I need to order my damn flowers.
We're getting so close.
50 days. Wow. Well, that's it. That's all I got.
I love it.
So, where do we start?
Want to do this? Do we want to talk about like everything else first and then go into the Mormon wives of it all, or do we want to start with that?
I don't have a whole lot. I am caught up on Summer House and Southern Charm. And I'm on season 3 of Southern Hospitality.
Oh, you powered through.
Yeah, it was difficult, but I did it.
So what are your thoughts on Southern Hospitality?
First off, they need a new intro song. There's no rhyme or reason to it. There's no consistent beat. There's nothing. And it really pisses me off every time. And I've noticed that in some episodes, they have like, "Are you going out tonight?" kind of echoes, and sometimes it doesn't, and it really pisses me off.
I honestly have like never paid attention to the entries because it doesn't hit the way that like Raise Your Glass does for Vanderpump Rules, or even that boppity beep beep from Southern Charm. Like
nothing.
I couldn't tell you what the Southern Hospitality theme song was, to be honest.
It's horrible. They need a rebrand. Okay, Joe Bradley, is his middle name Bradley or is his last name Bradley?
His last name is Bradley.
I can't decide if I hate or love that they refer to him as Joe Bradley. Like, I just can't decide because it's not like there's another Joe that they need to distinguish. So I think it's a bit. It feels like a bit that no one knows is a bit.
Well, I feel like there's some people or some names that like you're just a double name person.
Yeah, but Joe is Joe.
I don't know, but they also call him Joey Bottles, which I think
I hate that.
I
hate that.
But maybe at some point there was another Joe and he just wasn't on the show, which is funny because there's a Bradley actually. So maybe that's why they do it. Which is funny because Grace Lily is her last name.
Okay, don't even get me started on Grace Lily and her mother.
I knew you were gonna hate her.
I cannot stand her. I'm in season 3 now, and she's not as annoying. And either she got filler, or she put on weight, and she's more manageable to take on my TV screen. Like, she just seems like she's constantly high.
Oh yeah, because I think she's a little methy. I call her Meth Lily.
Yeah. But like, I'm sorry, she's just doing a whole lot. And her mother reminds me of, is it Tina Fey? No, who does the I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom.
Oh, Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler. That's who she reminds me of. Like, she's just like dying to get in the shot and like, no, what's the 411 and tell me about your sex life. Like, get out. Get out. No, it was too much. And then my other thing is Mia is the most gorgeous woman to ever walk the face of this earth.
Stunning.
That's it. I've never seen a woman more gorgeous than her.
It's like pack it up, all other women, you can go home and stop trying.
Literally, I can't think of one other person. I mean, like, her body is perfect, her face is perfect. I wish her eyebrows were a little thicker, but like, I can deal. They were thicker in the first 2 seasons. They've thinned out now. I don't love it, but
she can't be too perfect, woman.
Though. No, she's pretty perfect.
It's humanizing her to have
the
best eyebrows.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying it. The main girl who is now with Joe Bradley.
Oh, DJ Maddie Reese, aka Miley Cyrus.
Yes. I can't tell if I like her or not. She really does seem like the female version of what's the other DJ's name? DJ James Kennedy.
And they're both the female version as batshit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they are. She is the female version of him.
What I find impressive about DJ Maddie Reese is that she's like 10, 11 years sober and still fucking insane.
Yeah. Like, what? That's why. Not that I'm saying she's on something, but because she is sober and she talks about like how important her sobriety is. But there's gotta be she either needs to go to therapy. Like, there's something missing.
I think
she needs something else.
What you're reading on her is personality disorder.
Is that what it is?
I think that's what it is.
Okay. There's something missing. Like, that is maybe not drugs or alcohol, but is still influencing her in a way where she's fucking batshit.
Yeah, because I mean, there are some people, Taylor, Frankie, Paul, that like no matter like what you do, you're just insane.
Yeah,
you're just insane. And so I think that she's one of those people. Whereas like Emmy, also batshit, but her batshit crazy is I think more performative. That like she's putting it on for TV.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
because when she does her like crying, like it just seems like really like a lot. And just wait to harass when you get to season 4. This bitch.
I'm undecided on her and the boyfriend. They're still together from what I'm watching. First of all, he's cheating on her like at all times.
Fully.
So like
Fully.
She's a little too oblivious for me to like. I enjoy her. I just don't like her because she plays blind.
I think she is important to the chaos of TV because every show needs their chaos monster. But I feel like Emmy is Kristen Doty and Sheena all in a blonde package.
Okay, well then I'm not up to that part yet because
yeah, just wait till you get like further in the season and you really see like how the stuff with like Will goes down.
Okay.
Because I hate her. I hate her.
Oh.
I hate
okay.
her.
See, I would compare her to Katie right now.
No, don't you ever.
Right now, like she doesn't have anything going on. Like she's just there.
Okay. I can. I'll allow it. Or what was it? Was it last night? That's a good point.
Thank you.
Ding.
One.
Yeah, because I was pretty indifferent to her until like the end of last season and then like the beginning of this one. Because like I'm not going to tell you why, because since you're so close, but like she got her ass handed to her by the cast last night.
All right, I'm gonna rev this up.
Yeah,
I'll rev it up. Vroom, vroom. Those are my thoughts on Southern Hospitality. Yeah.
I can't wait for you to get caught up all the way so that we can talk about it real time, because like this season is so good. It's kind of giving this like everything you need from a Bravo show. It's not as like painful as Southern Charm, which like again got low key a little canceled last week because people didn't like what I said about Vanita. But then also we got like Craig defenders at the same time, and it's like, boy moms, you can say the fuck out of our comment. There was a little bit. It was also in like the folded comment of like, people need to leave Craig alone. It's like, boy moms, get the fuck out of my comment section.
Boy moms, do better. Raise your boys better.
Honestly,
I hope you're not raising your boys to be like Craig.
But he's an empath.
No, he's not. He's a fucking psycho.
Absolutely.
Who needs to be medicated. And I'm sorry, but he is a drunk as well. These things happen when he is drunk. And it's not even about the amount of alcohol. It's how he acts when he has alcohol in his system. And he does not act like a grown-ass man. No. I'm sorry.
He is the Jax Taylor of Charleston.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
Jax is a little bit more personality-wise of like the flip of the switch. Yes. But I think Jax is much more harmful in his
I will give you that.
Spiteful.
Yeah, Jax is more spiteful, but I think in terms of like the narcissism, I think it's pretty equal. And the fact that like Jax never watched the show and Craig said he didn't watch the show either during this reunion. And so it's like, how can you sit there like knowing you've been eaten alive on social and in the press, and then you're gonna show up to a reunion to defend yourself and you haven't even watched the edit?
See, Craig being a narcissist, I'm on the fence about. I think it's mostly Craig is so incredibly insecure that he does not know. Like it's and it comes out when he's drunk.
Well, there's a saying in the rooms of an egomaniac with an inferiority complex, and that's Craig.
Yeah. I think I'm done with Southern Charm. They overstayed their welcome. This was just another season of Craig having a crash out, fighting with Austen. I will say I enjoyed Shep this season. I thought he was funny, and I thought that he tried to mend the friendship in a funnier way than in past seasons. He didn't really like get into the problems as much like he does normally. I can't stand Sally. When she came up on my screen during Southern Hospitality, I was like, I could kill someone. I cannot. She is so thirsty. Anything that moves, she's going after. And I really find it hypocritical how she treated Charlie this season. And
here's the thing.
Not enough people are talking about it.
I definitely will agree with you that like she did Charlie dirty, but like Charlie is the worst kind of bitch. She's the worst kind of bitch because she was sitting there running around with Craig behind Sally's back. Oh, I didn't think that you would care, after like knowing full well that she would care. And like,
yeah, I can.
I've been done dirty by a bitch like that, so it's like, I'm so sweet. Her stupid face.
I think you also, I agree. Her facial expressions are just like unwell. I think you also have to consider who she's dealing with, and from the looks of it, Sally likes everyone around her. So who is anyone to take any? It's like the boy who cried wolf, right? Like, I like this guy. I like this guy. I like this guy. I want to hook up with this one. Like in the beginning of the season, it was Austen, and then it was back to Craig, and then it was that like. So in some ways, yes, I see that it was a bitch move, but I also feel like there would be no one in Charleston for anyone to hook up with, because Sally hears someone single and is the first one at the fucking door.
You know, I will give you that. Like, Sally is a dog with a bone. That's two.
Another
Sally is a dog with a bone, but I guess like for me it's like the behavior that she's modeling. Because like, okay, you want to be a dirty bitch, then sit me down and tell me that you're being a dirty bitch, and let me tell you to your face, fuck you for being a dirty bitch. You can do what you're gonna do. I'm not telling you what you can and can't do, but I can tell you what I'm gonna participate in, if I'm your friend or not. And so for me, she was moving weird, and so that's the part of Charlie that I don't fuck with.
Yeah, I see that. I don't think I would have acted too much differently than Charlie in that situation, because Sally was talking Craig up until he turned her down, and then everything changed, and that was clearly hurt her feelings, and that's so sad. We also have to remember that when Sally and Craig were hanging out, Charlie was also there. Like, they were both at his house every night in the jacuzzi. Like, they were all hanging out, like the three of them a lot. So yes and no. I think we're both right, we're both wrong. I think I can't stand Sally, and
I hate that bitch. Don't get it twisted. I fucking hate that bitch.
No, I know. It's so contradicting, especially with Venita, and she's a walking contradiction that needs to be off TV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So did you watch the reunion, or did you just watch to the finale?
So we didn't see the reunion was it last night?
Yeah, it was last night.
Maybe we were on Peacock too early, because we didn't see it as an option to click.
Yeah, you might have been on too early, so I won't ruin it for you then.
I mean, you could ruin it, but
Craig is an asshole. Austen is like so done with Craig's bullshit. Shep is a bump on the wall. There were just some points where like Craig said some real fucked up shit. They were trying, and then like there were points where they were trying to bully Austen into like saying he wanted to be with Sally, and he's essentially like, what it comes down to is like, he doesn't take her seriously. Like, he doesn't mind hanging out with her and like fooling around, but he doesn't take her seriously. And like, he was almost trying to be like made to apologize for that, and like he shouldn't be. And then there's a little heat for Venita too, because I had forgotten that in the beginning of the season she had told Sally about Molly's labiaplasty. Yeah. And then Sally told everybody, and I'm like, and Venita apologized to Molly, like she and Molly are cool, but I'm thinking to myself, I already don't really fuck with you, and I'd forgotten about that, but now that I'm thinking about it again, it's like, what makes you think that it's a good idea to tell anybody about someone's labiaplasty?
Yeah. And I mean, we saw it happen, right? And it was a very just like off the tongue. It was like a tongue-in-cheek kind of like, they were just talking about it and it just came out. I don't think it was necessarily malicious, but you're also on live. Like, you have to also remember, like, you are on live fucking, not live TV, but you are on a reality show, TV, and everything you say is going to get exposed, especially if you say something like,
especially when you tell fucking Paul Revere, aka what's her fuck? I already forgot her name. That's how much I don't like her. Sally. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, but like, I feel like more has happened, and Venita, I also don't know how I feel about Venita. Like,
I feel like she's just like fishing for a storyline. And like, because her person was Madison, and like Madison does not make sense for the cast anymore.
No,
like
she
makes about as much sense as Patricia does, and is kind of like playing the same role. And
she is Patricia, right?
Yeah, and so Benita's on an island.
It was as if they were expecting Patricia to die, and Madison is just there as backup.
For sure.
She's still alive. So.
Right. There's that. But I think also they were trying to have her fill the Cameron role, but she did for a time. But then, like, she settled down, got married, and, like, had a baby. And, like, that's not the speed of this group. But I think that it could be time for Southern Charm to be put to pasture.
I agree. I don't even need a recast. Just rev up Hospitality. Hospitality is only 4 seasons in. They could do a lot. So let's just let it go. Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. Summer House.
I'm caught up.
So when they were playing Spin the Bottle, and when West was just drunk as fuck, and like puts his arm, is putting his arm on Ciara, and then she made eye contact with the camera twice, sent me to the fucking moon.
I feel like she's been doing that a lot lately. Yeah. She's been doing a lot of eye contact. Yes. I also love how she said, and I don't think it was this episode, I think it was previous episodes, but like that whole thing made me rethink it. Like, as she was saying, her and Wes do need to have a conversation, but she likes that it happens when they're drunk. It's not a daytime conversation. And that is just like so fucking real. Like, you want to have the conversation, but you want to have it drunk so that you can just let it all out and let it stay there, and then wake up the next morning and everything's fine. You talked about it.
Well, like, I think that's the unfortunate part about West is like he can't be serious.
I know.
And so like he has to be drunk to like show his emotion. So I would like love to see him work on that if they're going to be together. Also loved the moment at the table where they had the serious conversation about race, and Ciara was like, you know, I'm a black woman dating a white guy on national TV. You made me look like a fool, and I had to answer for that. And the way that, you know, like KJ and Mia also participated in that conversation. And I don't know if you saw today, Kyle posted, because Kyle loves Ciara down.
Yeah.
Loves her down. And so he posted how he was proud of his castmates for their honest conversation. And I thought that was just really refreshing, especially like when the next day you have Southern Charm and all of that bullshit. And then, what you'll see when you get to this current season on Southern Hospitality, there's some racial overtones, frankly, going on. So it was nice to really see that on TV. Like, this trio of Ciara, KJ, and Mia is so important to me.
Yeah.
Because I have just never in my almost 40 years of life on this planet have ever really experienced it in this way. So it's like really refreshing to see it happening also in an organic way, like not in a forced way.
Yeah, that conversation. Now, I feel like there's always a conversation in every reality show like this, and it feels forced. It doesn't feel genuine. It doesn't feel authentic. The one that comes to mind is the kids in the city, the kids in Judice in the city.
Next Gen NYC.
Next Gen. Like I feel like it started it started almost organically, and then it felt like they were continuing and it was forced. And I have to say, the episode of Summer House, that was the first time where it felt like it was done correctly.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the only disappointing part of it is I feel like, and KJ actually said this on Watch What Happens Live afterwards, that West's apology was kind of weak. And it was.
To Ciara? At the dinner table? Yeah. It was. I think that apology was all that he could give in that moment. And I think that he's apologized to her so many times before that maybe we've not seen all of it. I don't know. We don't know.
I think that that's partially it. And I think that probably was his first time hearing that.
Mm-hmm.
And that like maybe he needs to sit with it for a while before he's able to give like a genuine, like thoughtful apology. I don't know if we get that on camera, just kind of based off of the way KJ's reaction was on Watch What Happens Live. But I don't know. It was an important conversation. It was good to see. Also, Spin the Bottle is insane to be playing when you're in your 30s. But I appreciated like Bailey and Ben being able to get over their shit.
So stupid. And let's just talk about Bailey and Ben for a second. The way he overreacted to her comment at dinner, and
she was right.
Well, and then the next day, while they're playing Spin the Bottle, or later that day when they're playing Spin the Bottle, someone else makes the same exact joke, and everyone laughs it off.
Right.
Who was it? It was your boy, Bublé.
Your boy. The Uniballer.
It was our boy. Yeah. He made a joke and then everyone laughed. And I was like, that's pretty fucked up. And you could see her face too, where she kind of like looked around. Like I could see it in a world of like they're making, like Jesse was making fun of a weird conversation earlier in the day and kind of softening it. I could see that being the context why people were like, oh, he's just referring back to the awkward moment. But still, just the way that they showed it, and again, production. Production. But yeah, I feel like he overreacted. And I think I saw in the mid-season trailer that Amanda literally said he wanted to fuck me in Italy.
Yeah, I do recall.
Unless I dreamt that.
No, I do recall hearing that as well. So I think that's also part of the reason back around. Is that he did want to, in fact, fuck his bloke's mate or his mate's missus. That's what it was. His bloke's missus? It was Mrs.
His mate's missus.
I think it was blokes because like it wasn't like mate's missus because mate's missus doesn't roll all the time.
But blokes missus does.
I mean, if you're Australian.
Okay. I mean, I'll take it. I will look at that man all day, every day.
Yeah. Still no Levi confessional, so I guess we're just pretending that she doesn't exist, even though she was in the cast photo.
Oh, yeah. She hasn't... Was she in the episode last night?
She was. I swear I saw her when they were playing Spin the Bottle.
Wait, Levi is what's her name's friend, right?
Yeah, Bailey's bestie.
Yeah, no, she's been there.
But
she was definitely in the episode last night. But she hasn't had a confessional. Mm-mm. You're right. Wow. Interesting.
It's like how there was that girl last year, Bailey, who they totally wrote out, but they also stopped like showing her at a point. I will say like this cast is like stacked. There's a ton of people, and then like now with KJ dating Dara, like she's gonna be around more, and like because it's to the point where like Carl and Lindsay don't even really make sense to be on the cast anymore. Like love Carl, they just don't make sense. So I'll be curious to see what happens next season because, you know, we've got Lindsay, Kyle, and Amanda graduating to In the City, and Carl's not.
Yeah, I wonder what's next for Carl.
Franchising Softbar?
Probably. Is it even still open right now?
It is.
It is. Good for him. Yeah, I'd be interested to see where Carl goes. I would guess he would be a friend of for Amanda's and that new city show. I can't imagine him sticking around on Summer House.
Yeah, although he and Bailey have a little flirtation, so
it's cute, but like he needs to find someone more age appropriate for him.
Yes, he does.
All right.
The time has come. So, as you see, I have a whole bunch of fucking notes, just about the series itself. But then there's like what's going on. So I think we talk about what's going on, and then we talk about the show.
I have a confession to make.
Uh-huh.
I am not done watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives because I can't. Like
fair.
It will get done, and I already know what happens. I've seen it's been out, so I know. But it's gotten to the point where I'm like, I just can't do this. Like, I need a break. I need a fucking break.
It was a rough watch. Because I normally, like, what I do is like I go through, I watch it once, and then I go back and watch it again to take notes. And like I couldn't get through my second rewatch because it's just so hard to watch. And it's not even like the Taylor and Dakota of it all that makes it hard to watch, which that contributes.
Yes, absolutely.
But like the dad talk of it all,
that's what it is for me.
The Jace and Michaela of it all. The only joy I got really from this season was watching Whitney and Connor, and the fact that Connor is the magic cousin.
The hardest part for me is Jordan. Just Jordan. Him as a person, him and his fake ass tan, and
his bloaty Frankie Muniz Scott Disick face.
I can't take it. He looks like he's a child, like an actual child, even with facial hair on, and he acts like one too.
Mm-hmm.
And his push of dad talk and trying to ride the wave of montage, like I can't. It's too much for me, and I can't believe Jesse is with someone like him.
Honestly, and well, the thing is, like, as I watch the show, they're actually perfect for each other, because she has kind of been the like if so factor leader in Taylor's emotional absence. And so she's the one that has the gossip and runs to the girls with it, and she's the one that gets the gossip and runs it back, and like he's the one that gets the gossip from the guys and like runs it back. And like when they were like, the guys are like, we're not gonna talk about anything that happened at the villa, and then like Jordan tells Jesse everything right away.
Please.
So they're like they're well matched in that way, which is why I think they don't work.
And I feel like I understand why Jessie is the way she is. I don't understand a grown-ass man acting like that, because he's acting like it in such a childish way.
So I think the thing you've got to keep in mind is the way that the Mormon religion works. It's very male-centered. Mm-hmm. And because Jacob, I don't know if you've gotten to the point where Jacob and Macy get into it a little bit.
I don't think so.
Because Jacob talks about it a little bit, about how he lets Macy do her thing.
Yes.
And he thinks he's very progressive for that. Mm-hmm. And so these guys are raised, and like you see it with Zach Affleck, you know, over the past like 4 seasons really. They're raised to like have wives that are going to bend to their every whim. And so I think Jordan has a very strong resentment against Jesse because she out-earns him. And then on top of that, she cheats on him. How dare she? And so he's just like punishing her for that.
It's like he's competing with her, and she doesn't know he's competing with her.
Right. And I feel like what makes this season of Slow Mo so hard to watch is I think we're watching domestic abuse take place in multiple forms.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. It's like, it's just so apparent. And what's wild about it is like it's been there the whole time, but Demi was so awful that like her awfulness and having like one person to like pull your hate towards, kind of like Jax Taylor on Vanderpump Rules, you didn't see how bad everyone else is. And so it's very much giving like season 8 or 9 of Vanderpump Rules after Kristen, Stassi, Jax, and Brittany were all fired, that like you really saw that like Tom Sandoval actually sucks, and Tom Schwartz isn't as like cute and adorable as you think, and like she is actually terrible in ways that you didn't clock before. But then when you would go back and do a rewatch, you're like, oh no, this has been here the whole time. Yeah, it's just there was someone who's pulling the focus away from it.
Yeah. I mean, you are totally right. I think that, you know, they're not filming right now. They halted filming earlier this week. And I would ask production, why are you even making another season?
Right.
Like, why is this even in production? Like, why are their cameras out? And I heard, and I don't know if this is true, but apparently they've been not filming for quite some time, since like before this week. And it was due to Dakota and Taylor getting into a fight, and Dakota just like went dark for 3 weeks. They couldn't find him.
So I've heard two things. I've heard that like Dakota went dark, but Michaela said on her story yesterday that the girls decided, because of what was going on, that they didn't want to film until it got resolved.
Right.
And I think goes to show it was probably worse than like we even know. And like I really hope that Hulu, Disney, ABC really takes a long, dark look at themselves, because as I was watching this season, I was like, Taylor has no business being the Bachelorette. She has no business having a camera in her life, period. But has no business being like, doesn't respect that she's been asked to be the Bachelorette. And like, I understand that she is captivating, but I think what we're seeing with her that we haven't seen in a while is like, she's giving Teen Mom. She's giving Janelle Evans.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, watching this season, I mean, I was so excited for the Bachelorette. I was rooting for her. I was like, this girl's got it. Like, this is great for her. This is a new turnover, new leaf. Like, wrong. I will admit, completely wrong. As I watch the season, you're right. She's not grateful. She will not give up Dakota. And it's hard to watch, not only because, and even these last few days of all this stuff coming out about her, that a lot of it that I've seen at least is about her and how fucked up she is. But you can see in this season that Dakota baits her to get to that point. And
even
that
in the
is
video
not,
that TMZ dropped of the incident in 2023, he was baiting her the whole time.
And I get that how she's acting is not okay. But when you reach a certain point and someone is baiting you like that, I also understand why she gets to that point, because it must be so frustrating. And when you have anger problems and a potential personality disorder, yeah, that is what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
It's about how horrible of a person she is. I'm not seeing enough about Dakota's baiting and the comments and the yes, she brought a guy around when they were on vacation, when they were in California, but like, he was doing the same shit. Like, he's hooking up with her friends. Like, so they're both to blame. It's not just her.
It's equal blame. And I think the thing is that like, I'm not hearing talked about enough, which granted, like the news only broke maybe like an hour before we sat down to record that they have canceled the season of The Bachelorette. This is very targeted by Dakota. He was going to TMZ. There was a steady drip of information.
100%.
He released that video. And like, so what we're watching real time is like abuse playing out from him.
Yes.
And we're all like, we, society, are villainizing her. And I'm not saying this in a whole like I support women's rights and women's wrongs, which like I do, but like the level of violence that was like in that video was like beyond, because I know like the way that I visualized it when it had happened before was like, oh, maybe she like slapped him a few times, or like maybe she like tried with the chair, but like no, like it was like
she hit her daughter.
Yeah, she hit her daughter with the chair. It was very aggressive, very severe, and I think, you know, we as a society aren't used to seeing women like that, so it was very jarring, and she needs to be held accountable for her actions, and she also needs help.
Yeah.
And like having an entire society judging her and coming down on her is not going to give her the help that she needs, because even like yesterday she was interviewed on Good Morning America, and she was like shaking like a leaf, just like they shouldn't have put her in front of the cameras. Like I understand that the show was supposed to premiere on like Sunday, but I think that is why Disney, ABC, Hulu needs to be taken to task, because if MTV's A Challenge can do a psych eval to see if you're fit to be on the show, then The Bachelor should absolutely be doing it.
Yeah,
and so should Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, because she is not well, and I think she's using. And I think, and like Dakota has shown signs that he's been using this whole time, but you haven't gotten here yet. But in the last episode, she like doesn't get up out of bed to go to LA to go film The Bachelor, and like her mother and her sister and her kids go to the airport without her, and she's like, I'm sick, but like you were fucking around with Dakota all night long, and now you're sick. What are you, dope sick?
Yeah, I obviously didn't get to that, but I knew she didn't make the first flight. I don't know about the using. You would know more than I would. I would just say she stopped taking her medication. Like if she was even ever on it.
Right.
Like it just feels like, and it also feels like, it really kills me, like you said, bringing her down, villainizing her when she's already down is not going to give her help. And this is all Dakota. And no one is blaming him. And I keep seeing, and I've been commenting, not on the BB8 pod because I don't want to get canceled. I've been doing it on my own Instagram account. But people saying, like, if this was a guy, they would have already canceled The Bachelor. And this brings up a bigger conversation I feel like we've been having a lot these past few episodes, especially since we were covering Traitors. Where was everyone when Colton was on the TV?
Right.
Where was everyone? So I get it. Most, like I get that they shouldn't be on TV, but I can also name 10 other reality stars that should not be given a platform. Men and women. And wait until I tell you about our damn president. I mean, like,
right.
We can't, that all I'm seeing is like, she's crazy. She's, this, that, and the other. And yeah, two things can be true at the same time. She could need help, and she could also be abused herself to get to that point. We didn't see the beginning of that video.
Right.
We have no idea what happened. And I'm not sticking up for an abuser. What I'm saying is, like, we don't even have both sides of the story, and we never will. And what we see was horrible. Absolutely. But what are we not seeing? And that is what scares me more.
Even more terrifying. Like, what are the cameras seeing that they're not showing? Because it was said that they were both hurling abuse accusations at each other during the reunion for season 3, and they didn't film it, they didn't air it because it wasn't relevant to what happened in season 3. And it's like, because the cameras see everything.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why the production thinks that people are stupid, because like
they are.
But like I have, and that's the thing, is that I've never, I think for any other show, seen everybody come to the same conclusion while watching it, of like, this person is not okay. It is irresponsible for them to be filmed. It's double irresponsible to like make them the Bachelorette, and it's like exploitative to take this vulnerable person who like is such a train wreck that you can't take her eyes off of her. And because like at first watch, you know, the first couple of seasons, it's like, or watching her like on TikTok, it's like, oh, she's funny, she's fun, she like doesn't give a fuck. And but she is ungovernable. Like
now she is, yeah.
Like she cannot be managed. She cannot manage herself. And it's not cute or fun or funny. It is dangerous. Yeah. And frankly, it's also unfair to the other wives.
It is. It is. It is. And even the husbands. I'm not a fan of dad talk, but even to the husbands, it's unfair. And yeah, it just it shows the soullessness, the is that soullessness? The lack of soul in production. This is also, as much as I blame Dakota and Taylor, I also blame production because they continue to do this. And the second Dakota came back after he went dark, they picked up again. Right. The second something bad happens, or the second they get that shot that they're looking for, Mary's son dies. She was still filming. Are you kidding me? Oh. Like, this is a bigger problem than just Taylor, Frankie, Paul throwing a chair at Dakota.
No, it is a reality TV wide problem.
Jax was on TV for way too long. Karen Huger has not taken. I mean, again, we can go through the list of people, and this is a bigger problem than just Taylor, Frankie, Paul, right. and
this is what Bethany's reality reckoning should have spoken about.
Don't even get me started on that bitch, because she caught her face the other day and just ruined a company, and I am so I can't.
Yeah, I can't with her either. But there does need to be, you know, some level of accountability, because also, like, I think what's not being talked about is they have filmed this show for consistently 2 years. It's like how you called me and you're like, what is the timeline here? Because I have no idea what's going on, because they're literally filming reunions over while they're filming a season, but then also they're filming 2 other shows, 3 other shows. So it's not only that has it become it's become a show about a show about a show being watched by another show. Right. And then like adding the dad talk layer to it of it all, it was too much, because it's called Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, not Secret Lives of Young Mormon Parents, for one. For two, like if you feel like you need to break dad talk off that badly, give them a web series. Like, remember back in the day when like MTV would have like a side web series or something? Like, do that. Yes. So the people who want, and I may even watch it. But like, I don't want it as part of the continuity, because these women do have really rich and interesting stories that completely get, like, Macy was posting that most of her story got left on the cutting room floor. Yeah. And because there's so much going on, because one, they're following too many people, because there's like 8 or 9 wives. I guess it was 9 with Demi once Miranda joined, so it's back to 8 again. And they've just been filming nonstop, and like, no wonder they're like losing their shit.
I would lose my shit too.
And they've all been either pregnant or postpartum this entire
time. Yeah.
Every single one of them except for Jesse.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't, and I feel bad, because I am going to watch the end of the season. I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to be mad the entire time that I'm watching it, and that it's a thing, and that we are probably going to get another season. We are, because people will eat this shit up and production will not know when to cut it. And I think even with all of this and them canceling The Bachelor, there's a storyline there that cameras can pick up.
See, I hope if we get another season that it's focusing on the other women. And I know that, like, because I was going back and forth, I was like, you know, can Mom Talk survive this? Is there a Mom Talk without Taylor, Frankie, Paul? And I'm like, I think they could send her on Whitney. But it's like, I think Whitney had been like seeing her way out, because like she's been like the most successful Roxy Hart on Broadway or like whatever. So it's like, is there even a life for her like back in Utah for this show to make sense? But then they're all kind of moving past it. And so I would rather, if they bring it back, if they pick cameras back up, that they don't bring Taylor back.
Mm-hmm.
They don't bring Dakota back. Mm-hmm. And they focus on the other women.
I agree. And less of the husbands.
I mean, I could be okay. Like, they are able to not show their kids, so like maybe don't show their husbands too.
Yeah,
you know,
that'd be so great.
Because like, just because the Vanderpump Villa of it all was diabolical. Jordan announcing it, like literally Michaela is like waiting there to release the butterflies to like celebrate and he's like, I have an announcement, and I was like, you dumb motherfucker. Which
I
like
hate him so much.
Sidebar, like butterfly releases like make me so anxious because like what if they're dead?
And I think there were a few that were dead.
Yeah, because like you can't check beforehand because like they're out of the box. So like butterfly releases just make me so nervous. So I'm already like on edge about that watching this, and then like Jordan interrupting her, and how like none of the guys were like, dude, shut the fuck up.
I don't understand why like they are letting him become the leader and talk for them, and it's so cringe. It is so cringe.
I think he just like decided to make himself the leader, and no one pushed back or whatever. But I think also like, you know, Zach is dealing with a new baby, Jacob was dealing with a new baby, Jace is trying to get fucked by his wife and deal with a new baby. So like Jordan is kind of like the only
has
one
nothing else to do
to like exactly to do that. And so which I also have questions about Vanderpump Villa because Marciano got fired last season. So how is he back this season?
Again, the timeline, I literally have zero idea. I don't know what month we're in. I don't know. I know nothing.
Yeah, it's all over the place. And I don't know, like, and but also the whole season just watched like a 10 episode commercial for The Bachelorette.
Yeah.
Because everything was The Bachelorette, The Bachelorette, The Bachelorette, The Bachelorette, The Bachelorette, The Bachelorette. Like, were they getting paid every time they said The Bachelorette? I hope so.
I just have to say that, and I think I wrote this in my notes. I already closed my laptop because I was getting mad. In the beginning of the season, when Taylor flew out her crush, I was like, boss ass move. Like, boss. Where was he from? Nashville, maybe?
Well, originally he's from Virginia. I caught that.
Okay, I think he's somewhere from, I don't know. Yeah, you're right, Virginia. I don't know. I'm getting confused. I was just like, boss ass bitch. She was like, hey, you're cute. Get on a fucking plane and come see me. Let's hang out. And then the way she acted around him, I was like, I'm sorry, is she me? She literally was wearing like the most ridiculous socks and was like, are these sexy to you? And I was like, just a girl. Like, you are just a girl. That's it. It's so wonderful. And then in my dream world, he would be on The Bachelor. They would pick him up, put him on The Bachelor, and he would be the winner, and everyone would be happy and their lives will be perfect. But then Dakota had to fucking he ruined The Bachelorette for her, and I will never forgive him for that.
I mean, he ruined her life because, like, I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know how she comes back from this.
She can't. And if she does, we need to, whoever has the video camera in the hand needs to be punched in the face.
Right.
Yeah. So I will finish Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I just feel sad. Like, I feel sad.
It is really sad. And it's like, I have so much else to say about this season that it just feels so like weird. Cause like the Whitney and Jen dynamic, I have a lot to say about that. And like Layla being on GLP-1s, like, what the fuck? Again, irresponsible.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like everything is so irresponsible and they are ruining lives. And it's like, I'm starting to be like, should I even watch reality TV anymore? Where's the line? I can't find it. And I don't think anyone can.
that is the rough part. And I think there are shows that don't capitalize on the train wreck as much, because like Summer House is not a train wreck.
Yeah,
I mean,
agree.
like, yeah, like Kyle and Amanda are Kyle and Amanda, but like
they're happy.
They're happy,
Yeah.
The Valley I have always found questionable, just because it was centered around like people who got fired for a reason. I think Southern
should have been fired or should not have even been picked up for another.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so it's and I have been born and raised on reality TV. I watched The Real World way too young to even know what was actually going on. Like, it is in my veins. But there comes a time where, like, because I think there's something, and I think we talked about this maybe 2 episodes ago with my rant about Jesse Solomon and how it was too soon for him to quit his job to become a singer.
Yeah.
And because the illusion of fame fucks with your head. And I think that, like, the perfect case for this is Sheena Shea, and like how she will do anything for a buck to stay relevant. And frankly, now that I think about it, Sheena Shea is just Taylor Frankie Paul with a better mother.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You are not wrong. Maybe just like a little less of an anger problem. Like, it's there.
It's there, but it's not
a little less
because she was raised better.
Yeah.
But which, like, I do have a level of sympathy, like having seen where Taylor's mother came from, and like Taylor being the way that she is makes sense. That does not excuse it,
correct,
but it makes sense.
Everything about Taylor makes sense. Everything. I mean, her situation, everything with Dakota, like, it all makes sense. And this is like textbook, like, go seek help and you will be okay. Like, go seek help.
Yeah.
So I'm sad. I'm sad for her. I'm sad for the kids. I mean, that daughter witnessing that, I mean, it couldn't have been the first and probably not the last time she's seen that or been in that situation. And
yeah, because I think least ever her son with Dakota was there when she tried to choke him out
the last time.
The last time. I think I saw today that both Dakota and Tate, her ex-husband, filed for full custody and protective orders against her.
And here's the thing, like, we never saw or heard issues with her and Tate.
And that's the thing. It's like,
he always spoke highly of her.
I haven't heard him speak at all. So I even I kind of went looking today. So it's like, has he just been like, this is my mother's kid, so I'm not going to say anything? Or, because I guess, like, what I'm curious about is Dakota the trigger for this behavior, or is there like a pattern of this prior to him?
It probably is both. But I think it's mostly him being as a trigger because he pushes her. Like, as we see it clear as day this season. Yeah. And we've seen it in the past, but clear. I mean, the fact that he was going to the parents' house and the parent knowing that the parents liked him more than their own fucking daughter, and him kind of sticking that in her. Like, he knows what he's doing. And I would go fucking crazy too. I would yell and scream. I probably wouldn't throw a chair, but, like, I get it. So I think it's a mix of both. I think it's her and him specifically, how he moves. But I did not know that they both went for full custody.
Yeah, I saw it at TMZ. There was like a CCTV like video screenshot of both of them at the, like, courthouse in, like, Provo.
They went together,
or they were both there at the same time. I don't know.
That just feels. Who got the CCTV? Dakota.
Right.
I mean, like, it's just
no one's sad. And all I know is that Tom Sandoval is out there breathing a sigh of relief right now because he is no longer the most hated reality TV star, and this is the new Scandoval. It's no longer where were you when you found out that Tom's cheated on Ariana.
Adriana.
It's going to be like,
Ariana.
where were you when you found out that The Bachelorette got canceled?
I had gotten in my car from acupuncture. A nice little snooze I got in to see Courtney's text and me asking if it was true because I had just checked before I walked in, and
that's why I texted you because like I was hoping you wouldn't look since you don't have your notifications on. I was hoping you wouldn't look until you like got home and were like settled. I hope I didn't fuck your zen.
No. It's fine. Yeah, I was looking forward to it. I was rooting for her, and now I just can't anymore. And here's the other thing. One more thing about this, because I feel like we've beat this to a pulp. But the latest allegations, there was no arrest, correct?
No, there wasn't.
Like, it was all allegations. It's all, Dakota came out and said something. There wasn't even, I haven't seen a police report.
Yeah, there was allegations. There was CPS, or Department of Children and Families, DCFA, got called, and they were both ordered for psych evaluations, and that like custody arrangements were like going to be looked at. But there wasn't, because like they were both saying, well, he was abusing me, she was abusing me,
right?
And so there hasn't been much file, because when it's like a DCFS case, that shit stays a little bit more locked up than most court filings do. But I'm sure Dakota will leak that paperwork too. And which is interesting to me is like, did he have this planned the entire time to like fuck her over? Because like the timing, like
I wouldn't put it past him.
He could have released it before Secret Lives of Mormon Wives perform, but that would have fucked with his money.
Correct. And this last incident was the end of February, right?
Yeah, it was like only a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I would put money down, not on March Madness, on Dakota doing this in such a timely manner to fuck up the Bachelorette.
Yeah. And it's truly, and I know that this is probably like my most overused phraseology, but this is truly diabolical. Because the way that it was like a slow drip of information throughout the week leading up to the video drop today, insane. It was like, let the show drop over the weekend, let people watch it, and everyone kind of come to the same conclusion that Taylor's like not okay, and then I'm gonna fuck her. It's sick.
It's disgusting. It's more abusive than her throwing a chair, in my opinion. He's ruining her life. It's just, they're both abusive, and I don't think that is being, it just doesn't feel like it's being talked about.
Removed from each other. They both need to seek out some level of treatment, and they need to have some sort of intermediary to move the kid between the two of them, but they should never have contact with each other ever again.
Yeah. It's so sad. I mean, it's just so sad to me. Yeah. I think I've seen similar things play out, and it just is, it's the kids that suffer through all of this, and it's a shame that egos like Dakota's ego couldn't just like, I don't know. Anyway, well, what are we looking forward to? Because we need something positive now that we just...
I'm looking for... Have I used this one yet? My tattoo appointment in 2 weeks?
That's okay. You can use it again.
I'm living for that.
Okay.
I just hope I have a job by then so that I can keep that appointment.
Manifest it. It's a new moon. Let's manifest it.
Trust and believe. I'm doing all of the new moon manifesting.
Okay, you might have to come here and tell me what to do so I can like remain calm as I am right now about my wedding, because I'm now having nightmares. So I need to be good.
Everything will be fine.
I know. Wait, Steph's chill. She doesn't care. I still haven't even ordered my flowers. Like, I am cool as a cucumber. Sleeping Stephanie? Unwell. Hinged. Diabolical, dare I say. Diabolical. She is diabolical. So we need to like do something. I don't know. Play with the stars on that. I am living for my hair appointment on Saturday. Ooh. That is my wedding trial. And that's it. I'm just excited to get it done. Like, it's just one more thing I get to check off the list. It's not that I'm excited for it to happen and to figure out what I'm doing with my hair. I know how I want my hair.
But you're just ready to go.
I'm just ready to go. Great. Done. You understand it. And I am here. Like, good. Cool. See you later. See you in 48 days. Right? It would be 48 days.
Yeah, it'll be 48 days.
Yeah.
Time is flying. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it is flying.
Say the Charlie.
All right. Well, anything else?
No. I think that is it.
All right. Yeah. Like, follow, subscribe, comment, engage.
Check out the link
all the
to my
social
Substack.
Media things. Yes. Yes. Yeah, do all of the engagement stuff everywhere so that we can quit our jobs and do this full time.
So Stephanie can quit her job and I can make this my full-time job.
Yeah, or that. Correct. Yes, let's start getting paid for this shit.
Honestly.
All right, well, talk to you later.
Bye.